Hey guys, welcome to tonight's live. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are having a great day, great week. We're almost to Friday. We're almost there. If this is your first time around the channel, hi, hello, my name's Tanya or TitaniumBuilt. And if this isn't your first time on the channel or at the channel, welcome back for yet another live. We are live. My dogs they may make a little bit of noise because Vincent's not here and I just heard them they just knocked something over. And I don't know what it was. It might have been the coasters. They're very heavy. Our dog likes to push them over with her nose. So that might have been what it is. But if it gets a little bit too crazy out there, I'll just let him in. So I'll let him in. Oh, you changed your name. Yeah. Boo. Welcome in. I'm going to go back up to the top to see who's all here. We got a whole crew here. So welcome in, everybody. We are going to talk about multiple cases tonight. So it's going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. We normally cover one case at a time, but these were like cases that needed a little bit of, an update. And so that's why we're here. And happy birthday, Ladybug. And man, I hope your day was great. I hope you had a great birthday today. Did you do anything fun? Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Jan. Welcome in. Hey, for baby mom. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, DM. It's good to see you guys. I'm just going to squeeze my way down to the bottom here. But hey, Stephen. I put Stephanie and Mike in the same thing and named them Steven. Stephanie, Mike together, Steven to me, apparently. I was going to say Stephanie. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mr. Rosebud. That kind of didn't work out for me. Hey, Jenna. Welcome into the live. Hey, Pooh Bear. Welcome in. Hey, Arwhip. DM and Ember's here. We got the whole crew here. Hey, baby girl, welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you. We are going to talk about, like I said, a few different cases. So I actually added, I think, a couple more in there. So we'll see where we get to tonight. But on our next live, I want to start going through Preston Lord. I wanted to go like deep into that case because I got all the case files and stuff like that. So I wanted to start it tomorrow instead of today because I didn't feel like I was prepared. I didn't feel like I was prepared yet. So that's why. That's the only reason why that we're doing it tomorrow. I wanted to make sure that I was more prepared because it is a lot. There's 1,162 pages of discovery in Preston Lord's case. But it'll be worth it. So it'll be worth it. Let's see. Who should we do first? Where should we go first? Oh, and I even have like an update to tell you there's a little updated video in Sebastian's case. It's not like an update for him, but it's a little update for his dad. And old Tony, they made the news. They're back on the local news again. So we'll go over that. I saw that right before I came on the live. Hey, Roro, welcome in. Is it good? Because I heard Alec Dunn got up and walked out of court today. And I was like, should we be covering this? Like, because I'm like, that's pretty ballsy, like just to walk out of court. I would never have. I couldn't be that famous to where I would walk up out of court. But I heard he walked up out of court today. I was like, oh, God, you got it like that? Because I don't. Oh, he had to pee. Oh, well, he needed to tell somebody before he just walked up and got out of there. That's what I just saw everyone talking about it on Twitter. And I was like, did he just really? Well, I'm on Twitter and I'm seeing the president's calling, people by a different name multiple times. And then I see this in my algorithm in there. And then I see Turtle Boys go back in court. And I'm like, where are these? Where is my algorithm on Twitter right now? Like, where are we at? Well, I know they went to get a coffee, but I heard at the end he stormed out. But I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, Alec. Is it Alec or? Oh, yeah, it's Alec. Okay. Dramatic exit. I don't know. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, Emily D. Baker has there's a thing on Twitter. I don't know if she's commentating or what. But this is when it's 4 hours ago. It says he just got up and walked out of court. Let me see. Yeah, there's prosecutor Carrie Morrissey was heard accusing the actor of lying about pulling the trigger during the filming of Rust, which killed Helena. I don't know how to say her name. I should know how to say it. Hutchins. Baldwin is seen abruptly leaving the courtroom during this accusation. Is this when he's getting his coffee?
He's talking about his career.
He just straight left.
Can't rely on luck. And Mr. Baldwin's motivation to lie about pulling the trigger of the gun. I'm 63 years old with 6 kids. I can't rely on luck anymore.
This was a lip reader.
He's talking about his career. And
yeah, see, that guy didn't know nothing.
This goes exactly to his motivation.
His lawyer was looking like, I don't know what's going on.
Can we approach briefly?
Can we approach? Yeah, I think he walked up out of there. He was big mad. He's like, we're not even talking about this. He's big celebrity, big mad. Oh man, I'm sorry, but when they're rich, I don't even know what's going on. I just know that he pulled the trigger and he unalived somebody, and we're wondering if it was an accident. Now, I don't think he intentionally didn't. I don't think he intentionally meant to do that. I really don't. I really don't. But well, he should have told his lawyer. I mean, I would pee my pants before I would walk out of court. Man, okay, that's a good way to start it off. I mean, he was. Talk to you later. It looked like he was talking to the one lawyer, but it seemed like they were kind of heated. I don't know. It sounded like he was kind of not I have to go to the bathroom, or may I go to the bathroom? I guess he's an older man and he doesn't feel like he should have to ask. But under a court of law, yeah, you have to ask in a court of law. Let's see. Well, now that we're speaking of court of law, we'll go over to the one that gets me fired up the most. How about that? Okay, this isn't the part that gets me fired up. Chris Paul Medler, we're going to talk about Matalina Kakari. This case gets me fired up. So Matalina was reported missing by her school because she failed to be brought to school by her stepfather or her mother back in November of 2022. We have not seen this little girl since November 21st of 2022. Her mother, and I say it like that, Diana Kakari, was arrested and put in jail for failure to report a child, and so was Chris Paltmetler. Well, Chris got out of jail, and he went to court, went on trial. He got 30 months supervised probation for his part in Matalina's disappearance because we don't know where she is. So with 30 months of like nothing, it's just nothing. That's nothing. You're outside. You're not in jail. You're just chilling like a villain. You go see a probation officer here and there. Matalina's mom is even luckier. The last time we saw Matalina's mom, she was, lounging by the pool. Well, apparently she was sneaking in and not sneaking in. I don't know if he was letting her, but Chris was letting her or whatever stay at the house at night. That's what the neighbors were saying. So the other day I found out something and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It still hasn't hit me, I don't think, but I've been following this case ever since this case became a case. And so Chris Paltmetler filed for divorce. He's saying that he filed for divorce the same day that they were arrested, December 15th. That's the day he filed for divorce. What? So what? So to me, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. Like if you're in jail, I don't know. It's just different once you're in jail and you're like, okay, I'm filing now. But to file it and then set it back, like that was the day that we got arrested, I want it on that date. I don't know. That just seems a little out of weird. That's little out of sorts for me. A little weird. Hey, Badger Witness. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Wizard. Hey, Plexus. Hey, Dreamcatcher. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. And so yeah, he filed for divorce. Well, whichever. I don't care about that. I just wanted to let you guys know that. But there is a bigger update. And I don't know. I'm not sure what to do because the police are aware of this. But it's like they didn't stop her. I don't know. Matalina's mom is suspected, and she did. We're like 100% sure she did. She left the United States. She's going back to Moldova. The only little bit of hope I have that she's still here is that they have her passport, but she can apply for another one online. So I don't know. Now, I don't know if you can have two passports in your name, though. Can you? That's a good question. Because the police are saying they have the one passport, but they don't have both of them. Like, I mean, she may have two. Like, like if she got another one to leave the country. One of the head ladies for the Facebook group, one of the admins, she reached out to me and she told me about this. What's today? I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 days ago, maybe a little bit longer. And I was just like, nah, nope. No, she didn't. And she's actually sent me this picture here. She sent me in in Russian and in English. She's like, here's both of them. This is what they are. So that's Grandma Kakari on the mother effing airplane. I am sorry, but it makes me so mad. And this is Diana. And it's not like as simple as, okay, we put charges on her and then we get her back. Moldova, they don't have an extradition treaty with the United States. So once she is down there, once she puts her little feet on soil, she's like safe. It's like her safe. She's safe. So we don't get her back. I'm not going to cry anymore about it because I already cried about it. But I don't think we're going to get her back. Now, the only thing I can pray and hope for in my little heart of hearts is that she got her daughter somehow over there to Moldova in 2022. Like she somehow got her there, And and she's going to go find. We're going to end up seeing like a reunion of some sort. I don't know why. I don't know how, but I feel like it. It's like the only thing that's keeping me, you know. I do feel like, because I feel like she's alive. I really do feel like this little girl's alive. I don't know why I do. And there's other kids, you know, that are out there that I think differently, but there's just something about her, and maybe it's me, but I just feel like she's out there. Now, when her mama came out of jail, Diana, the reporter asked her something about Matalina's whereabouts. Like, do you know where your daughter is, or something like that? And she smirked a little bit. Like, you could see it for a split second. And I was like, couldn't get that past me. So Matalina Kakari, Jenna's who we're talking about. So she's a little girl from North Carolina. She lived in Cornelius, North Carolina, but she's from Moldova, outside of Russia. Or I think it's like a different, it's like not, I don't know if it's a city, but I think it's a country near it. Sorry, I'm not very not good with my geography, guys. I'm trying, but they're from Moldova. She was kind of like a mail order bride. She come over here, was living with her husband. They were together for years, and then they get in a fight one night. The little girl's been missing. I mean, it's a big thing. You think they would have seen her leaving? Both have that many cameras. Why didn't they catch her in North Carolina in the mountains? I don't know. They called these two. Let's take a picture. We don't even need to sit together. They picked those were like those people that are just like whatever seats. You know what I mean? Vincent tried to do that on our last vacation. I'll never do whatever seats. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever the ones like they're just like tell you where to sit. I was like, we might not sit together. You kidding me? But we did. But yeah, Madalina's mom's been saying since she came over here, right? If you just let my daughter out of jail, we will leave your country. And I've been throwing the biggest fit about that. But I guess I didn't throw a big enough fit because I never thought in a million years it would actually happen. I never thought. The police are aware. They're like, yeah, we heard. We heard she might be out of the country. We still have her passport, but they're not like, it's like, they're not, I mean, they're not giving us any answers. So we'll listen to this real quick and it'll give us a little bit of an update.
Where is Diana Kakari? She is the mother of Miss Cornelius girl, Matalina Kakari, and she is the only named suspect in Matalina's disappearance. Well, now this Facebook post seems to suggest that she might have
it makes me
left the
sick just looking
country
at it.
and traveled to Romania. But Cornelius police told Channel 9's Hannah Getz that they still have Diana's passports in their possession. So, Hannah, you've been working all day to try to...
I mean, but when would the last time of her and her mom been on a plane together? Do you know what I mean? Her mom didn't come over with her. When she came over from Moldova, it was her and Chris.
Cover how she might have been able to leave.
And she has to be out.
Yeah, that's right. It's a question that we're still working to answer. Cornelius police have acknowledged it is possible that she left the country, all while the search for Matalina continues.
That's so sad.
Nobody knows what happened to Matalina.
How does this happen?
Sharon Danley lives in the same neighborhood where Matalina lived before she was last seen in November of 2022.
I'd see her go to school, and then she would come home, and then she would play.
Danley says recently she's seen Diana Kakari at the same home on Victoria Bay Drive. She got out of jail in May after pleading guilty.
She keeps calling her
to not
Diana.
reporting Matalina missing.
Diana.
She was taking a shower down by our community pool and then coming back. And then I guess she was sleeping here at night.
But Danley,
Like, are you kidding me? So, Chris Popmetler, now you have a lot of explaining to do, buddy. Okay, why'd you let the ex-wife back in the house? Why'd you let her back in? And why the hell did you let the mother-in-law in? I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you told her to kick rocks, because the grandmother, to me, she's like almost as bad as Diana.
Danley said it has been days since she's seen Diana. This is a screenshot of the post from what people say is Diana Kakari's Facebook page. It's a picture of what looks like Diana and her mother on a bus or plane.
Diana, gotta call her the right name.
Caption stating they are traveling from New York to Germany, then Bucharest, the capital city of Romania. Bucharest is just a few hours' drive from Diana's
he saying?
native Moldova. The post was made a few days ago and has since been deleted from that page.
I think I have
Cornelius
it.
police told
So I think I have the post, but
on that page.
oops, I wanted to see what that said. It said something about
And has since
Mama, I shout among the ferns, Ma echoes in the valley. I'm calling my mother. You echo, who are you calling? What's that echo? Is it a poem? I'll say like maybe it's a poem. There's probably so many. Yeah, there's a few of them. If this is the same one, it says addresses herself as her memory of the past. But then there's like, wait, there's only this one. Maybe it was this. Let's see. No, I can't find any with them with a thing like Ma in them though. I'll have to look into that because I'm curious. I didn't realize that before. I didn't think about it, you know? Yeah, it's Ladybug's birthday. That's what I don't know. Because like she has family that lives in North Carolina up in like the mountains, but I don't know. Do you think she left because she did something to her daughter maybe and hit her? She's trying to get the hell out of here so she's not caught for, unaliving her? I don't know. For some reason, like when I was talking to someone else about it, like I don't, maybe it was the admin from the Facebook group. Like they were like pretty. They're like, we think maybe that's where she's at, and I'm like, really? Like, I think she might be there. That's the only thing that's like, I don't know, keeping me a little sane about it. But we're not going to know because Diana's out of here.
It's been deleted from that page. Cornelius police
But it's been
told Channel
deleted. See, I
9
don't get
they
that.
are aware of the post and that she may have left the country, but they can't confirm exactly where. We asked if her passports were returned. Police said none of her property
Can't call
was
around.
released. They also told us they are unable to prevent her from leaving the country. She does not currently have any active warrants for her arrest. This means the only current named suspect in Matalina's disappearance could have left the country. If Diana gets to Moldova, there is no extradition treaty with the U.S., so if more charges were filed, Diana would not have to
Diana,
return.
now you have me calling her by the wrong name.
Now, I talked to an immigration lawyer this afternoon who told me there are a few ways Diana could have left the country. She says it's as easy as applying online or going to the Moldova embassy in Washington, D.C. She says she could apply for a new passport or request a travel document. I reached out to the embassy to ask if that did happen, but I've not heard back. Live in Cornelius, Hannah Getz, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, the mystery continues.
Well, I guess she
Still
could have
trying
to.
to find little Matalina. Hannah, thank you. Both Diana Kakari and Matalina's stepfather, Christopher Palmer, were each convicted of failing to report Matalina missing.
See, like right there, okay? You're charged and convicted of failure to report her missing. You're her mother, and this is her stepfather, and you're the only two people that she has in her care, for her care, because she is not from this country. Why are they out of this side of jail? That's what I don't get. Why are they on this side of the bars, not this side? You shouldn't be allowed out of jail unless you produce your child. So what is going on here? Did they really just mess up on this one and we're just going to act like nothing happened? Turn our heads, look away the other way? I'm not doing that. I've already got road down here. We're putting in another FOIA, and we're going to write a letter to them. We want to know what's going on. We want to know, You told us to look for her. We've been looking for her, and we want to know what's going on. And why is it 30 months? 30 months. I mean, like, that's like, I think you get more time for like a DUI or something. I'm pretty sure you do. You get like 3 days or something for that. Right? Baby girl, that's what I'm saying. Like, what about Lori? I was wondering about, I couldn't even think about like what happened in her case because my brain was like, felt like mashed potatoes the last time we talked about this case. But Lori didn't get out, did she? They put her in and then she never got out. That's what I thought. So I remember Nate chasing her through the parking lot. I remember like bits and pieces from that, the beginning of that case. Yeah, they can't charge them. Yeah, there should be a different law there, though, Groovy Nikki, don't you think, for our kids? I mean, 'cause we've got another one. We're gonna have a couple kids cases tonight. Actually, I think they all are. Gee, son of a gun. I think I did that again. I didn't mean to, but they might be. So basically, as of right now, Diana's might be in Moldova. On how long it takes to get there. I'm sure it doesn't take that long, like, by plane. This guy here, he's at home. That big house you just saw, he's there by himself. He's probably loving that too because they were fighting. They weren't getting along. He's probably like, got my home back. Probably throwing out all the stuff, that resembles anything of his past life. You got Diana back with her mommy. Can't get much more comfortable than that, going back to her home country. Can't get much better than that in her eyes, Now she's doing better than me. She's going on a plane. She's with her mom. I mean, damn, yeah. Doing better than me right now. She might not be charged with this. I don't know. I'm going to FOIA the calls. I want to know who she was calling, what she was saying, and what they were talking about. I want the phone calls. I want the jail calls. Can't tell us no. Sorry, Charlie. I want them. Because who knows what she was telling her mom. She was telling her mom all the things. I know she was. And they were probably speaking in Russian. They were. So we're going to need a translator. Yeah, we will. I'm like, we will need a translator for this one. Hey, Stephanie, welcome in. Hey, Manny. Hey, Virginia. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. So that's what I have so far for Madeline's case, but I'm going to be back with more. I mean, I've got my notes written. I'm so like, when I first heard this, I cried. I cried. I thought we were going to see this little girl come home, and I want us to see that. I don't even care if we see it over in Russia, like or Moldova. If I don't want Diana to be any part of this child's life, I really don't. But if she's alive and she's okay, if we saw her on a video over there, I wouldn't be too mad about that. I mean, I would try not to be, because at least she'd be safe. But I mean, she even had a cat here and everything, like, sucks. They had to give the cat away. Then the person that got the cat, she quit YouTube. It's like, well, that worked out, didn't it? Should have gave me the damn cat. No, I'm just kidding. My cat would have been mad. He's not in here right now. He's not in here right now. I was like, he would be mad. So we'll just keep moving it along, I guess. Hey, Jones, then. Your live last night was really good. Oh, and guess where Clue's hiding? I found her. She's been over on Sergeant Friday's channel. Like in the chat, Clutus is on the live the last 2 nights. I was like, man, y'all can't keep. I said, y'all can't get one past me. Sergeant Friday. He's the guy that wrote the letters to Sebastian, the one, and everyone was thinking, and the one to Sebastian and one to the Seth or something. And everyone was like praising him for him being like really cool, good and awesome for doing that. And he's the best. And I'm all like, y'all remember 2 weeks ago when he was talking about the Idaho 4 case, right? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Just saying. They need to take a break. Yeah, that's their break. Because I was thinking today, I don't even know how it came up on. It must have been like Beetlejuice deal. Cause I was like, man, I said, I would, if I wanted to go live today, I don't know what made me think of it. I was like, man, if Clue wanted to go live today, she probably can't. Cause you know what I mean? Like just to talk about Sebastian Rogers, I was thinking, I was like, because you know, people hate her right now. And then all of a sudden it's like popped up in my algorithm. And I was like, well, last night it did and I didn't think that he'd be on there again. And then I went over there and he was on there again. And I'm just like, look at that. Look at you guys over there, just chit-chatting it up. The thing that says picture in the background though, that looks like a male part to me though. So someone needs to point that out. Man, that chat's going fast. Okay, we'll go over that here in just a moment. We're going to go over, we'll go over the one that's not very well known really quick. That's because it's not very long. But you guys may remember, and Clue may actually remember this case. So let me actually, well, let's talk about this one because we actually did follow this case. And now there's another document out. So there's a document out for her. I'll put her face up here so you guys can remember her. Mariah Thomas. Remember her? The girl that put her baby in the oven. The oven that was at least warm to hot. Because there was char marks on the baby's diaper and on that baby's back. Do you remember her? I just came out with it one night. It was like a case. And it was like, bam. This one's a lot of crazy. She put her baby in the oven. She lives with her parents. Was it her grandparents or parents? I believe it's her parents. And she had a little baby. We'll read over. I think it was like 6 months old. I'm trying to remember back from my memory before I go back over here. But we'll see. 1 month old. Oh my God, it's 1 month old. 1 month old. So she put... See, I don't like where it says allegedly, mistakenly. No, she didn't allegedly, mistakenly, nothing. She put her baby up in that oven and put it on the rack because there was char marks, like rack marks on this baby. And then she took the baby and instead of getting it immediately, like help, like call 911, she puts the baby back in its crib. Like that's going to solve problems. And then she thinks about that for a minute. That ain't gonna work, So then she takes the baby and then she decides, okay, probably should get the baby help. She puts the baby in a car seat, puts the car seat beside the door. And that was all. Then waited for her dad to come home and her dad found the baby. Now, I got not A for effort because that wasn't even an effort. I don't know what you were doing there. But she put her baby in there. No, I didn't know on that one, Richard. I don't think we were following that one. I'm gonna fix my chair. Might go down for a minute. And I'm like, I need to fix it. I need to go up. There we go. I guess I could move the desk. But yeah, she probably is like going to get some sort of mental. She'll probably have some sort of mental defense. I'm sure of it, but. I don't know. The charger was a Class A felony, and I looked it up, and I was like, "Ooh, that means like you caused the death of your baby." Like, and I was like, "Oh wow!" Like, it's not like a little charge either, because I was thinking like, how big of a charge is this? Do you know? Because I wasn't sure. The Class A, I think it's as high as you can get. But there she is, and this is where it happened. Well, it happened in Kansas. And this is the front porch. I think we actually read over this exact article when it came out. The same exact article. But what I was going to read over to you guys tonight is, I was just going to show you this. It's the probable cause statement. And it just says here, this was on 2/9. This happened. Officers from the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department were dispatched to, and it has it redacted, Kansas City, Jackson County, Missouri, on a reported non-breathing infant. Officers contacted the calling party, redacted, who was observed holding the victim, a 1-month-old child. Officers observed apparent burn wounds to the victim's body. The Kansas City Fire Department responded and declared the victim deceased on scene. Briefing officers advised detectives that KCFD heard, redacted, state the mother of the child Mariah Thomas went to put the child down for a nap and accidentally placed her in the oven instead of the crib. How do you mistakenly do that? Detectives contacted Redacted, who agreed to provide a statement and was transported to police headquarters. Redacted was escorted to the 7th floor interview room where he gave the following account. On 2/9/2024 at 600 hours, Redacted and his wife, Redacted, woke up to start their day. Their daughter, Mariah Thomas, and their granddaughter, Redacted, were also awake and all reside in the house together. The two parents left the house just prior to 800 hours, and both of them remained, or Redacted, I'm sorry, the little girl or the daughter and their daughter, I'm sorry, remained at the house, and both appeared to be in good spirits. Them guys caught the city bus at 41st Street and Trust Avenue and took it to stop near 75th Street. Redacted walked Redacted to work. So it looks like the male probably walked his wife to work at the daycare. And then he took the bus downtown area to search for a job. Yeah. So I remember that because he was searching for a job too. So for some reason that day was like the first time they had ever, like, they left her alone with the baby. Like, mom's at work, dad goes in and he's out looking for a job that day. At approximately 1300 hours, Redacted called Redacted on his cell phone, and which she does every day around lunchtime. However, Redacted told Redacted, the daughter told the father, something was wrong with the baby and he needed to return home immediately. Upon arriving home, he ran inside the house. Redacted could smell smoke inside the house and found Redacted inside her crib deceased. That's what I'm sorry she did. She took the baby from the car seat and put it in the crib. Redacted picked up the baby, Mariah, and asked what happened, to which she replied, I thought I put her in the crib, but I actually put her in the oven. Maybe that's when he did it. Redacted called 911 and handed the baby over to responding KCFD personnel upon their arrival. Mariah remained in the house and did not say anything else. Wow. Like, she wasn't like freaking out. What do you mean? Especially if I did that on accident. I mean, I would be like freaking out. Either way, you put a baby in the oven. Like, did you think that baby was like a burrito you were heating up? Like, what do you mean? How would that even happen? How's that even happen? Thank you, Mary Beth, for gifting a membership. That's so nice of you. I really don't know how that even happens. I really don't. I don't mean to laugh, but it's like, it's like so horrifying. Because she had to have had that baby in there for some time for that baby to not be with us. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how long it would take. I don't think that because I don't think the oven, I guess it was on. We heard it was warm. Well, we heard that the baby had, impressions in it, like burns. So we know that it was at least warm to hot. Like, I don't know if it was on or if it was cooling down period or heat warming up, but 1 month old. Isn't it like so many months you can, like 3 months, and you can like give your baby to any hospital, any fire station, no questions asked? Like, why don't people take advantage of that? You know what I mean? Like, really, why don't people take advantage of that system if they really can't handle their baby? I bet she was gorgeous. I bet she was a gorgeous little girl. She probably had all the things, like the barrettes and the cute clothes, and because I'm sure the grandparents, I think that they took care of Mariah and the baby. So it says here, detectives then contacted Redacted, who was transported to police headquarters. They were both, I heard about that, sorry. Where are we at? Okay, so woke up around to get ready for work. When they left the house, both Mariah and the baby had gone back to sleep. At approximately 1300 hours, they received a phone call who sounded hysterical on the line, telling she told her dad she put the baby in the oven or put instead of the crib. She told her father to call 911, but she continued to yell hysterically into the phone. Redacted then called Redacted and told him to return home immediately because something was wrong with the baby. I'm trying to figure out the name so it doesn't have to say redacted. Redacted left work after hanging up the phone with redacted and took the bus home where she was met by police. That's the mom. Mariah Thomas was taken into custody and transported to police headquarters for questioning. A blue Apple iPhone belonging to Mariah was seized by detectives at police headquarters and recovered. Detectives contacted Mariah Thomas in a 7th floor interview room where she was advised of her Miranda rights. Mariah invoked her right not to speak, and the interview was concluded. Well, then she ain't that dumb. Like, you know what I mean? Like crazy. Like she's not crazy, like mentally crazy, I feel like. When you're like, no, I'm good. I don't want to talk. I feel like you have some sort of like a little bit of your wits with you. You know what I mean? Like, you know not to speak without a lawyer. Or you know not to make any incriminating, statements about yourself. I don't know. To me, that just takes some level of like, you would know. Well, thanks again, Mary Beth. That's very sweet. That's very, very sweet of you. Thank you. Detectives obtained a search warrant and executed a search warrant for, I'm assuming, the home to process the crime scene. Crime scene personnel responded and processed the scene. The following was observed inside of the residence. The victim was located in the living room, lying in a car seat. I was right. Just inside of the front door. So the first one was right, the crib, then the car seat. The victim had sustained apparent thermal injuries on various parts of her body. She was clothed in a bodysuit over a diaper. So she had a onesie on. The clothing appeared to have been melted into the diaper, and it was very dirty, possibly burned on the backside. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe like it maybe just like wasn't all the way on, it wasn't all the way that hot. But then I would have to be like just warm. You know what I mean? Not to like, that's a baby. That's a baby's back. That oven would have to be just like seriously not even hardly on to put me on a grate. Like I'm just trying to think of. No, I don't even understand. The baby blanket with significant burn marks was located in the living room and was collected. So maybe the blanket took most of the burn. A pack and play containing baby blankets was found in the living room next to the couch as well. And that's all they gave us. You didn't give us much, but you gave us more than what we knew. A little bit more. Wow. She's... Richard, yeah. Wow, huh? Hey, Karen. Hey, Zerus. I don't know if I said hi to Aries. Did I say hi to you? Hey, Solo. The law had to change to 3 months and younger because people were taking their teenagers to the fire station and dropping them off. That's probably the truth, but that's funny. That's funny. I'm sure my mom would have threatened it. I think she probably did to me and my brother. You would have heard the baby scream. Yeah. It's just, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much, what's going on with these people? There's people out there that they don't ever get to have a baby. They would do anything for a baby, It's really sad. People are awful. They really are. They're just awful humans. I've come to realize that. Speaking of awful humans, let's see, we'll go, where do we want to go? I guess we'll just get these ones out of the way. The plea hearing is scheduled for Katrina Bauer later this month. She is going to change her plea, I believe, to guilty. And then I'm pretty sure she can walk out of jail too. But I'm not sure on that yet. So don't get me fired up. I'm not going to get too fired up on that one yet. But they are saying that they're going to change her plea. So if you're unfamiliar with this case, Katrina Barr and Jesse Vang, a couple that they didn't have a baby together. So I'm trying to figure out where this. She had a little boy. They were together, her and Jesse Vang. His name was Elijah Vu. She had him from a previous boyfriend who's in jail right now or prison. Katrina lived in a different part of Wisconsin than Jesse. So she sent little 3-year-old Elijah Vu to Jesse's house to be taught how to become a man. Her 3-year-old little baby boy needed to become a man. Do we have a picture? We need a picture of him. Because this little, no. Like, I'm just like, no, not this little boy. Like, oh, let me get you a bigger picture. Maybe this one will be bigger. This little boy, 3 years old. So he was going to become a man by punishment. By like literal torture. If you're an adult, it's torture. Cold showers, being thrown in cold showers, not being fed bottle food, formula, he did give him, let's give him credit. He gave him a little bit of what was it, shredded wheat? Wasn't that what they called it? I think it's called shredded wheat. Yeah, shredded wheat. Not even frosted kind. Just regular shredded wheat. Not even frosted. Not even minis, like the big ones. No milk. That's like the worst cereal to have without milk, really. I mean, come on. You know? Didn't change his diaper but once a day. She was cool with all this. She came to the house so that they could, have sex because that's what she wanted. And she said, make sure that kid's asleep because I don't want him seeing me. And then when she went in, he was asleep and she observed him and he had bruising on his face, on his neck, and like on his shoulder from Jesse. Jesse said, he doesn't respect me, but he fears me. I want him to respect me. I mean, these people are like really, it doesn't get any worse. He would have him stand beside the bed and pray and tell his mom, sorry, I'm sorry, mommy. Sorry for what? You're 3. Yes. Yep. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, that does lighten summer mood. Because he does have a developmental disorder. His son does. I bet you that could definitely be it. I was asking Vincent about the Hmong, like if he's heard of them. And he's like, no, he hasn't. I was like, oh, well, I hadn't either. So I looked him up. But I was like, do you know this, like this group? He said he did, like, it was he's like, it's a small group. It's a small, like, population. Wow. Oh man. Jesse, his haircuts are very interesting. I mean, very interesting. I mean, the guy will like have it shaved, like except for like a big block or something, and have like a ponytail. I don't know. He has different hairstyles. And then he got the tattoo. He added the, the 920 or whatever it was just recently, this year, I believe. So he's, really, really, really. Well, then we can't let them get out. Maybe that's why his bail's so high, or they have it so high. I mean, it's not really that high to me. I mean, it is, but it's not. Like, I feel like if you really wanted to get out, you could get out. Like, I think it's 15,000, or actually maybe it's 25,000 for him. So I was going to show you the video. Okay, let me show you this video, and then we'll go over to her, over to this other video from her hearing from the other day. But it just says here, a plea hearing for Katrina Barr, the mother of missing 3-year-old Elijah Vu, is scheduled for July 18th. It says that the lawyer for Barr spoke on a possible resolution in her court case during a June 20th hearing. She faces charges of chronic child neglect and obstructing an officer. And that's from her lying because she said she wasn't there when she was. She's being held a $15,000 cash bond. And it says, Barr's lawyer previously said there may be a resolution in this case, but the lawyer needs to discuss it with Barr first. It wasn't clear during the June 20th hearing what the resolution entails. Barr was arrested earlier this year, shortly after the Amber Alert was issued for her son, Elijah Vu. Elijah was reported missing on February 20th by Barr's boyfriend, Jesse Vang, who is also facing criminal charges. No one's been charged in Elijah's disappearance. Barr plea hearing is set for 4 p.m. on July 18th. So that's kind of a late point, or, late hearing. At 4 o'clock? I think usually close around 4. 4 or 5. Is she really, Virginia? Oh, man. What's she talking about? What's she doing? Yeah, she sure is. I'm not even subscribed to her, but she's on the front on my For You page. What is she saying? She's in the dark. So, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not going to go there. Did anyone else watch a Nonsense's live earlier? Was it Nonsense that said, I don't even know if it was her that said it, so I don't really want to say it, but one of y'all said that Clue wasn't wearing any pants not live. And now I just can't stop thinking about it. I didn't see it. I was in the car when I was listening to it. And I couldn't zoom in, but I was just like, dang. I mean, I told you guys this like 2 weeks ago, didn't I? Didn't I tell you? I said, ask any of your favorite streamers what is what's below like what's on the lower half of them, because we're all probably wearing something comfortable. Like right now, I'm wearing these like little. They look like those shorts from like the softball days. I don't know, like they have like the white like outline on them. I got them in like 5 different colors from American Eagle. So she's a creator that came out on the platform and did some true crime content and said some very derogatory words like the FAG, that word. Everyone thought she said it like out of anger, and they were like, oh my gosh, they were trying to give her grace. And she was like, no, and stood on it. And then said it like 4, 5, 6, 7 more other times. I don't know. Said it a lot more other times. And then the internet just took hold, because, the internet doesn't like that. And there are people that it affects and offends. So they came out, they talked, everyone talked. Now me, yeah, if I heard it, I'd probably be like, what time are we like talking in? And it's never been a good time to ever say that word. But I'm always about like, I hate when the internet comes after people, but you know what I mean? That's just me, but it needs to be, I don't know. I just don't like the way that she talks. I just don't prefer it at all. I don't like it. Good night, DM. I hope you feel better. But yeah. Should have just stick with Idaho 4 content, I'd say, because you brought the families into it, and it's a bad look. It's a bad look. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a bad look. Even if you were like, I don't know, either or, whichever parent. I feel bad for the parents. Like, I feel bad for the Proudfoots, because they had that connection to the internet without having to and I think they felt safe with her because she made them feel safe with her. And now they don't have that. They don't have that person. Yeah. So all the people that have been in Sebastian's circle have pretty much, failed him, I feel like. So there are some new little, nothing big, no big updates. Just people are talking, here and there about the Sebastian's case. Thought I had another tab up, but I guess I did it. So we'll just go through what we see, and then you let me know what you guys, if you want me to look anything up on any other cases, let me know, and I will. Bojangles? Who's Bojangle? Like, was Bojangle the singer? I don't even know. Probably just trying to get back in, probably sliding in, testing the waters like T-Rev did. Speaking, man. Okay, so anytime, and I shouldn't say anything because, one of these days I may mess up, but not like this. Nah, nope, can't mess up on that. Can't mess up on the race card neither, you know what I mean? My whole family is of a different color than me, other than my brother. And he's different because we're half. I'm the only one like me left. So I'm like, I can't say, you know what I mean? My we are all the different colors. And I love that. And I love that this chat is too. I didn't watch The Lawyer. Let me go. Thanks, Price Casey. No, me either. Baby girl, I don't think that YouTube, that's the best thing I've ever seen. No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Not at all. Not when you're in true crime. There should be a wall there, a glass wall, that you guys both know that's there. Huh. That's like a boundary. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a boundary there. I've always said on my channel, I don't do interviews. I'm no Diane Sawyer. But if I do have this platform and I would give it to somebody that had a missing child, like 100%, I would give this platform to anybody that had a missing child, but I wouldn't do a live interview with them. I would do something pre-recorded that there's ready-made like questions. We are all aware that they're pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded. I just feel like that helps the families keep them in a safe spot, and it helps the creator stay in a safe spot because it's live. I mean, anything come out of any creator's mouth, But yeah. Oh, I'm sure a lot of people have said the word solo. I'm sure a lot of people have said a lot of the words. Actually, a creator just came out and she said it. And she said, here's where I said it. I said it once. I didn't mean to. And as soon as I said it, I took it back. She had like 5 people vetting her for doing that in a chat. And she said, and I'm like, well, then there you go. Like, that's different. There's difference. There's a difference in you saying the word and you having people trying to take up for you and saying like, she didn't mean it. And you doubling down and tripling down on it and say, no, I said it. And then you say it again and you said, and I meant it. And I say it again. I say whatever the F I want to say. I say it all the time. And then she says it again, I don't know. And then there's a past history of it. And there's some racial slurs in there. And I've seen it. I've seen enough. If y'all didn't see Jones's live, she did a great live over it. And I think she did a community post. Is that where I saw it the first time? Or was it a video? I don't know if she's still in here. So I'm going to go look. Can't remember. Because she had like all the receipts. She had everything kind of put together. And it was just nice. Like that she had that put together where you could see it. I think it was a video. It was either a video or a live. And then JB Cutter, he had a response. Oh my gosh. Oh, it is. And it is on her lives. That was 5 days ago already? Man, seems like it just happened yesterday. That sucks. But we did have old T-Rev come out and he put a post up. I'm like, we're just going to go through all the posts. I think people are trying to test the waters. That's what happens when people like mess up in true crime. A lot of it's usually true crime or trauma or whatever, because that's just where, I guess that's where like, the sector we're in or whatever. But every time, and even big creators, actually, every time they mess up, they usually will come out with an apology video of some sort. But if they don't want to do that and they want to like buckle down and not do that, they'll usually come out like a week, 2 weeks, a month later, and they'll just test the water, see what, what the chat says, what the chat does, what the page says, what the page does if it's like a community post. So we're going to go through that. Sorry, I had to grab my drink. Sweet Melissa, that's probably the best thing you could ever do. For real, for real. Because if I have to go through every clip channel to find the clip, I will. But Brittany, do you want to go ahead and bring up what you said before about a certain group of people? Like maybe my boyfriend's nationality, race? Just saying. Just saying, don't you? Oh, people be saying that they are not saying words that they are saying. Like they'll be on another creator for something that they've said, that they've done. I just don't, I'm like, do you not remember? Do we not remember stuff? Oh, did he? I haven't been on Social Blade in a while. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. I still have my B- score. I don't even know what that means. My husband said he didn't even know. Let's see. I know Cluminati went down a lot. Wait a minute. This can't be the right. Hold on, let's go back. Does she not have a picture? This isn't the right one, I don't think. Yeah, this isn't the right one, but it's not letting me like pull up her name. Maybe if I do that. There we go. Okay, this girl is buying subs or something. Something's weird. That's weird. Because it says she's down 500, but in one day it said she was down like 700 in one day. That doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah, I mean, Badger Witness. I never listened to her. Like every once in a while I would listen to her, but never heard anything like that. Never heard anything like that. But, as creators, I mean, if she would have came out and said, "Hey, I'm sorry I said it. I shouldn't have said it. I was mad. I was wrong." I don't think I think that people would have been more acceptable to her. They would have been like, "Okay, maybe, maybe we need to um give her a chance." But yeah, when you double down on it and then you go on channels that are doing the same as you, like they're saying the same words. Like, I mean, he's saying the same thing. He said the same word. He's like, "What are you going to do about it? If you guys don't like it, get the F out of here." Like, I don't know. To me I mean, if you want to be downgraded like that, degraded, if you want to be degraded like that, I mean, that's cool. But I wouldn't come to YouTube to be degraded. I mean, yeah, I would never come to YouTube to be degraded. That would be bad. Right, Vivian? She yelled at me before she could even get our super chats the other day. Or I mean, PayPal links or whatever. Yeah, I think that she does it so that other people can't make fun of her or something. Like how, like, I don't know. I think that she picks out her flaw before you can. And I can almost relate to that. Like when I first lost my eye, I would say that to people. Like as soon as I met them, I lost my eye. Didn't need to say it, didn't need to broadcast it, but it was probably because it was something I was so you know what I mean? Like I always thought that like it was before the surgeries and stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't seeing it myself at that time. And so maybe that's why she does it. But I mean, like we would be cool with her if that was it. But like some of them, damn. And then I was in the car when she did her response video, or actually I was in Target. They heard me in Target go like I about died when she was like, I don't give an F. I was like, oh my, I thought she was going to say she was sorry. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So no one can like, so it can't hurt her. Yeah. And it's like, you don't need to, you know what I mean? And you don't need to have all the things, you know what I mean? Like people that have all the things don't need to tell you that they have all the things. Like I put Vincent in this category, not me. We're two different people when it comes to this. Like our monetaries are different. Like, we're not together with that. But him, when you look at Vincent, you'd be like, he ain't got no money, probably. He just wears like these Hollister jeans that he's had for 5 years, the same no-bull shoes that he's had for 6 years, and the same black collared shirt I've seen him in for the last 9 years. And I told him the other day, I said, if you're a millionaire, a billionaire, I said, you still would be wearing the same black polo. And he was like, yeah, probably. No, you would. That's when people are having money, when they wear the same clothes over and over again. And I just wear them because I don't have a lot of clothes. Yeah, I didn't open it either. I didn't see what it was about. I was on top of that for a while, Cass Life. I need to get back on that. Let's go see what T-Rev had to say. He put out fake text. So he put out some fake text. He's trying to get back in with the community, put his toes in, but these didn't fool anybody. So it says here, I was slandered across the internet. He says, I'm gonna leave this here for you all. Okay. What is it? I was slandered across the internet with fake allegations against my name. Not only was I able to uncover that my account had been compromised, but I'm going to leave this here for all you haters that spent dirty time dirtying my name for no reason. All the bullying and harassment from people I've never even heard of a day in my life. I do not bother anyone. And yet people want to come into my life and try to ruin what I've got going on. From this day forward, I will work by myself. Isn't this weird how everyone's saying they're going to work by themselves? That's the second time we've heard an apology about, or like from this day forward, I'm going to work by myself. Clue was the first person, T-Rev. They said on the same day, I'm going to work by myself. Well, if y'all had been doing that in the first place, y'all probably wouldn't have been this mess to begin with. Y'all would just mind your own damn business on your own damn pages. Not channel hop, sub grab, pick me. Thank goodness. I'm sorry. I could not handle it though. When towards the end of my listening to Clue, like she was everywhere. I couldn't handle it. Like I was like, please don't go up on panel. Please. Because there was people I wanted to listen to, multiple, and I would just back out. Because no offense, but Cletus just laughs. That's all that guy does is just laugh in the background. And she ain't even saying nothing funny. And he's laughing. Like he's a paid laughter. I need him to be in my background. I need Vincent to be doing that. Would that get on your guys' nerves if Vincent was just sitting here laughing? I don't know. I'm just saying though, general. I just can't handle the background noise. I think that's just me though, maybe. It's just me probably. I'm weird. I'm so weird about background noise, even though I can hear my dogs like flipping their ears back and forth right now. I'm usually like, no. But I think he was putting this out towards Smoke and I don't know. Athena took notice of it too. But this doesn't even sound like T-Rev. Or Smoke. I'm sorry, not T-Rev. This was 2T-Rev. This doesn't even sound like smoke to me. I don't think that the person that would say that was talking to their person, I don't think they would say their name in the text either. So it says, I doctored those messages about T-Rev, laugh face. He deserves it. And tell me if this sounds like a guy that's like, I don't know. Tell me if this sounds like even like a guy. Are you serious? He literally unmodded me for no reason. I told you, Athena and I have your back, smoke. And the last one was right here. I won't stop till I destroy his channel, period. I don't believe it. And yeah, no one else did either. Everybody in the chat, like, yeah, I don't know. It just, they're all like, nope, not happening, not doing it. I think people are starting to wake up and they're like, we're not doing this anymore. That's me. Jenna, that's me. I feel you there. I could do that. Most definitely. If I find something I like, I buy it. Like this sweater, this like crew neck, I have this in probably, I think like 3 different or 4 different ones. And then I have like these other ones that are same brand, but they're like thick, a little bit thicker. I'm a sensory person. Do you think T-Rev and Michaela might have done this? Well, then earlier today, this was on Athena's page. Apparently she reached out. I don't know who Donna is, but it says, we are a temple. Yeah, this is true. It says, hey, Donna, somebody from inside of T-Rev's Discord told me that you sent a screenshot saying that I had Smoke's back or something. I don't know him, and he doxed me too. And she said, no, I don't have a Discord. I guess that's what she was asking. So exactly, I told them to tell him to stop with the drama, stupid shit. So, wow, I don't know. I don't know if he's busted or not, but who's to say these are real? I mean, I guess they would be. Yeah, I guess they would. I mean, I don't know if she'd really fake those, but you could, I guess, if you needed to. Heck if I know. I'm not gonna believe anybody's receipts unless it's in my hand. And I still haven't seen any receipts from nothing. I'm still waiting on the receipts for Julia, the dog handler. Like I haven't seen any. And actually, Julia, the dog handler, she actually came out with something, which I had talked to her and I wasn't going to put it out. But she put a message out. So I was like, oh, okay, well, if she's doing it, then, that's good. But I wasn't going to do that. Let me see. I was going to try to look for the posting. Okay. So people are going out against Julia, the dog handler. I guess they're saying that her stories aren't matching up. I haven't had a chance to even begin to figure out what's going on because there's just so many parts of this case. It's ridiculous. I'm going to try to see if I can get like a couple of other people to like help with this because this is getting like out of control. It really is. Billy Brown said, my family was so poor when I was growing up. My parents actually had to buy us brand new blue jeans without the rips and tears already in them. Right? I know. Had to put them rips and tears in them yourself. I actually had a gentleman tell me that one time. He asked me if I needed trousers. I was like 19, I think. And I was dating this guy, and we went to his grandfather's house, and his grandfather was in like his 70s, 80s. And he's like, does she need trousers? And I mean, like, he was genuinely concerned that I did not have good jeans on, and they were Abercrombie. They were a good $120 jeans. I was like, these things are like expensive, but I think it's funny. thought that was funny. So basically, there's a lot of people that are saying stuff about Julia, and now they started saying and digging into her family. And she did tell me about this yesterday, about them like getting a hold of her mom and her mom's work, like pictures and video, and putting out like doxing information. And she was worried about it, but not really worried about it. But now it seems like she's a little bit more like a little more worried. So I don't know if there's been videos that are out there that have said something about her. I don't know. I haven't watched anything that said anything, about her, but I figured we'd read this because, these are part of the characters and Sebastian Rogers is a tale. I feel like this is a tall tale. Where is Sebastian Rogers? Where are you? Like, seriously, this is crazy. Oh, good night, Lenore. Thanks for coming. This is so crazy. Did you guys think that this would happen, like with this case, that we would be sitting here this long? We are in the better half of the summer, Well, we're there close to, The email, I don't think I have. I was just reading the chat. Sorry. I was reading the chat. I got a little lost there reading it. Do you think that Sebastian is a cold case? No, not at all. There are channels that will not stop talking about this. If you begged them, if you pleaded with them, it might not be good information, but it'll be information. It'll get his name out there. But yeah, there's a few that just won't until the next big case comes along, and then it's bye-bye. Bye-bye, but Sebastian who? That's what they did to Quentin Simon anyway. Can't argue with me there. Can't tell me I'm wrong there. So she's saying, if you have any questions about my canines or my canine handling career, my military service, or my hobby of writing books or making films, simply send me a message or email me and ask me. The whole trying to dig into my family is seriously starting to freak my parents out. Just stop it. I will say this one final time. I am not making a film or a book based on this case. She took my advice for a couple of days there. I said, stay off the internet, girl. I said, if you want, I was like, I'll give you some advice, give you some advice. Just stay off the internet. It'll blow over. It always does. This was before, I didn't realize that she was on BJ Gunner's panel. I didn't know any of that when I was saying this, which it doesn't really, I don't think she was saying anything anyway. She was just in there. So, doesn't really matter either way, but I don't think she was saying anything. Like, that part matters, but I'm just like being in the chat. I don't think she was in there saying stuff or backing it up, but I didn't even know at the time when I was writing her. I don't know where all these people fit in, because you know what I mean? Like, we're going back and we're seeing her in these chats. I don't know. It is weird. It's so weird. Everything is so weird in this case. Ask me directly, or please, with all due respect, leave my family alone. Stop trying to call my command. Stop calling the SCSO/TBI. They're aware of who I am and what I do. I've been cleared by both. They are not going to give out my personal information to random people who aren't officially in LA capacity tied to the investigation. Stop asking people who I volunteer, firefight, EMT'd with years ago. Does anyone know how old she is? I wonder how old she is. Yeah. They're both in the chat. I know. I need to go back. Man, I thought I knew. And y'all, So me and Dago, we've had to talk about this. About this JB Gunner guy before. So if he's over there like saying, I'm not any of this, I don't know any of that, I don't know. No, he does. He's fully aware because he sent people after me and I was getting threatening freaking videos done on me and I was getting threatening emails, but from men, not him, but other men, Rory. So yeah, but I just kept it to myself until now. No, Mr. Rosebud. Where we're at. So stop trying to call again. I already about that. So I don't want to do that again. I said at first it was laughable, but now my family members are legit freaking out, seeing their information all over live streams. Now I'm not sure who she's talking about, including my mother's school where she teaches children. That could be JS for Justice. Because I know she did a live, but I don't know of anybody else doing lives. Oh wait, Brittany. Is Brittany doing lives over her? I didn't think about that. Oh, thanks, just Debbie. I appreciate that. She mentioned her age in Jay's live. She's 34. Just wondering. She's younger than me. I knew she was younger than me. She's old enough to know better then, though. You know what I mean? Like she's not like early 20s or anything. You know, I didn't know how old she was. I can't really tell by looking at her. I never really have looked at her either really like closely. I'm sorry. I have a dog out here. How many are out there? It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. I think they're both out there. Hey, Marino. Yeah, very late. Where is Ashley Higgins? Phantom Growler, I don't know, but if you want to get me one, I would not be mad. You want to get me a Hermes bag. I think that we actually went to buy that store. And when we were in I can't think of where it was. It was in California. I'm trying to think of which town. I don't know. What kind of dog? I have a pit boxer mix and I have a Weimaraner, and they're both there. I could tell. But if I bring one in, they might sit. Let me grab the door real quick. Thank you, Mary Beth, so much. That's so nice. Thank you. These dogs, because they're just going to sit there like and be, yeah, they're dancing. Okay, that's how we do it. there's the Weimaraner. She came in. The other one wasn't there. I thought they'd both be there. And now she's just going to stand here and want me to pet her. Oh, no, she want to go over there? Oh. She's okay, cool. She got up in her chair. We're cool then. We're cool. Okay, sorry. I can't ever tell them no. You know, like they're getting older. I don't know. I'm weird. She's only 6, 7 or 8. I don't even know. I don't even want to count. 2017. That's like so many years. That's a lot. Yeah, she's gone. You can't even see her back there. Like there's a chair. It's a big chair, like a big oversized like chair. I used to sit in it and do my pre-recorded. I'm going to go back to doing that because I love that chair. And we spent a lot of money on that chair. I think that thing was like $250 or $300. That's a pretty big, expensive little chair there. So I need to sit in it more. And it was just, I don't know. It just gives it a better aesthetic. I feel like, but I can't do any of the computer stuff. That's just hard. You know what I mean? It's harder to do it back there. I have a adjustable desk. I mean, another one that has wheels that I can take back there. So let's see let me get back on track. It's just saying, you know, people are being dramatic. I don't need to read all of this to you guys, but, she's just saying, you know, just stop with the rumor BS and just like go to her if you have any questions, I guess. And it says, with all due respect, please stop the rumors. Go back to keeping Sebastian's name out there in a positive light. Go back to sharing his photo online. Keep praying for him and a safe return. If you have to hurt other people in order to feel powerful, you have an extremely weak, or you're an extremely weak individual. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. You love animals, me too. I've been like almost crying every single night because of my cat. My poor cat. He's getting older, and it's just I love him. I don't want him to get older. I don't have anything in there. I don't have anything in my email. Maybe it's still couldn't come through. I don't know, Solo. Was this all started and created because of BJ saying she got an email? Is that what this started with? Because I just remember that was, you know, TitaniumBuiltBoo@gmail.com is my email. Making noises back there on me. Let me see if there's anything else I want to show you. I mean, I'm sure there is, but it's just like hard to see what's like real and what's fake in this case. And it's like, I mean, they're saying that like Kathy Bowersock came out and I guess answered some questions. Now we'll see if this is true in any way. But let's see. These were on YouTube or Facebook. What am I talking about? Facebook. And we'll go over them. I'm grab my drink really quick. I just have to do the things. I should give you guys some of these codes to let you guys do. Like put them for everybody. Because you guys do always help me in the chat anyway. You guys always do. You guys help me so much. Thanks. Thanks so much. Look at that. Mike was even helping. That was so sweet, Mike. Thank you. And I hope you get a trial for American Ninja Warrior. Mary Beth, you have like, girl, you can do it. Because you have that thought in your head. Like you have the thought you want to do it. Like I couldn't even think of that. I would be like, American Ninja Warrior, what? Maybe it's the medal or something. I don't know. But I'd be like, heck no. But you know what I mean? You're like, you want to do it. I don't know. I like that. I like that about you. You have like that ambition, baby. You know? Maybe you'll get there one day. I hope you do. This is from an anonymous member, you know, because they're always anonymous. They're always anonymous. So I guess take this with an anonymous piece of salt. Anonymous piece of grain of salt. But it just said that, you know, Kathy Bowersock answered a couple of questions, and she says, since you're here, or since you're on here, maybe you can help clear some speculation if you don't mind. And these aren't very like crazy questions, so maybe that's why she answered them. But she said, could you please answer these few questions? Can you tell us if you were at Worsham's the morning Sebastian was reported missing? And in her response, we'll just do with a response. No, exclamation mark. What time did you arrive at Katie's house the morning Sebastian was reported missing? And she says, after 10:30 a.m. And then the third question was, and finally, the Alaska question, why did you guys drive all that way, then take a private jet at the border? Why not just fly the whole way on the commercial airline? Thank you. Praying for Sebastian to be found soon. Is it the Stefan Stern thing? Kathy so jealous. She was at Katie's house before Seth got there. Seth got there, I thought, around 8. I thought Seth was there around 8 or something. I don't know. And this is what this is just saying. And that's why I said to take it as with a grain of salt, because this might not even be like legit, like a legit post, because I mean, it's not giving me anything up here. You know what I mean? It just like is a screenshot, but it doesn't even, I guess it could look like a screenshot of a different phone, whatever those phones are, Androids. And it's anonymous. It's anonymous member. So I don't know. I don't see her lying about, like, I mean, she wouldn't have to lie. Do you know what I mean? She wouldn't need to lie if she, like that wouldn't be something that she would lie about. You know what I mean? She knows it, like people would find that out too easily. So I don't know. But maybe we'll go back and listen through some of Seth's interviews, because yeah, he contradicts himself a lot though. So, but I thought he said 8 on Pascal's. Yes, Spirit Junkie, whatever you're asking. Yeah, they do it for views, whatever you're asking. Right? It's Spirit Junkie. It's, I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that. So, okay. Well, I'm going to jump off of here. I think that's all I had to give you guys for tonight. I think that was it. Trying to see if there's anything I missed. Let me see. I'm on this other page. Let me see if I can. Wow, yeah. The streets are on fire, aren't they? This was over Sebastian, but that post was from T-Rev. He's trying to put out, images of these alleged text messages, and everyone's not buying. No one's buying it. You've got Julia, the dog handler. People are going after her. She's saying, "Don't come after my family." People are going after her family, I guess. Then you've got, let me share this tab with you, because this is the coot de girl here. So this guy here, Sergeant Friday, and Cletus, they've been hanging out, and Cluminati been hanging out over here on this channel. And if you want to save your ears or your head, your brain, or your time, I wouldn't even go over there. Like I'm telling you, it's a bunch of just no nonsense crap. It's just crap. It's just, I don't know. To me, it is. And to me, that right there does not look like a building we're looking at. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, and that's what I forgot to show you guys, the video. Let me show you the video that I got. That's what I was missing. Where did it go? Them sons of guns. Yeah, I had a video up there. They did like a little updated video for Sebastian. Remember I told you in the beginning of the live, his dad and Tony were on camera. I forgot about it because somehow I deleted it. Sorry. I didn't mean for it to be that loud or that, or I didn't even share it yet. Yeah, I'll turn this up slowly for you guys because it's kind of loud.
A father refuses to give up on his missing son. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared nearly 5 months ago, and his father, Seth, is still searching. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Sebastian's father told News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry they're operating this like a recovery effort, even though he believes Sebastian is still alive.
Memorial Park was one of the first places Seth Rogers tells me he searched for his son, Sebastian. He says this place is Sebastian's favorite. Almost 2 months ago, this bridge was lit up in Sebastian's favorite color, green, in hopes of his safe return home.
Where
At
was
that
it?
time, he had been missing for 2 months.
Did you hear where this bridge was? I'm going to take it back. I want to hear where this bridge was. Sorry.
I'm Haley Wilgus. Sebastian's father told News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry they're operating this like a recovery effort, even though he believes Sebastian is still alive.
Memorial Park was one of the first places Seth Rogers tells me he searched for his son, Sebastian. He says this place is Sebastian's favorite. Almost 2 months ago, this bridge was lit up in Sebastian's favorite color, green, in hopes of his safe return home. At that time, he had been missing for 2 months. Today, the search continues, almost 5 months later.
People think that we're not searching anymore. Well, they can think whatever they want. Our searches are private.
Seth tells me after a herniated disc surgery, it is back to boots on the ground. He says
Who bought him the
today,
boat?
over 40 searchers, vetted by his private investigator, will be eliminating locations Sebastian could be
Hold on a
in
second.
Middle Tennessee.
Now I don't really have much stopping me from getting out there and doing what I need to do.
There's a refocus. We're trying to zero
Hold
in
on
on
a
more
second
specific
here.
information that we are gathering.
Seth tells me his search parties have become invite only due to chaos at previous searches.
They're private because we learned last time. You know, we had people following my searchers around that were just handing out flyers, and it doesn't bode well for people who are trying to help to be put
Ain't
into
nobody
hostile
following your
situations.
searchers
But he says the
around.
goal today is not to find Sebastian.
The search that we're doing today is a recovery effort, and I'm praying that we don't find him.
Seth says he believes his son is alive, but he added, some people still don't know Sebastian is missing.
We have to continue to hand out flyers until everybody knows.
Seth and Tony tell me they have one unanswered question for the Sumner County Sheriff's Office.
We think it's a valid question. We think it's a fair question. And that question is, are you any closer today to finding Sebastian Rogers than you were February 26th?
And for Seth, the answer to that question is no.
My son's not here, so we're nowhere closer.
If you have seen Sebastian
That's
or have
true.
information about his whereabouts, call the Sumner County Sheriff.
That is 2 minutes and 28 seconds long, and I guarantee you everyone will stretch that out to a 3-hour live tonight. Or today or tomorrow. But that's it. Now I wonder whose boat. That was a brand new boat. Like that was a brand new boat. Like I thought it for a minute, I thought it was old Crabtree's boat, but it's not. But that is a brand new boat if I've ever seen one. Because if you have a boat, you'll be using it for boat things. You get dirt up on there, you know what I mean? Like, look at all this. It's pristine. Look like they just freaking swept it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I love candles. I actually have some candles at my store. But those Bath & Body Works candles only last you 35 to 45 hours. Did you know the big 3 wick candles and the one little single wick, they burn at the same amount of time. They give you the same amount of burn. Get the same amount of burn. So if you ever want to save some money, you can get the small ones. Because the three has like the 3 wicks, so it just burns faster, I guess. Yeah, it's got the ponytail. It just is. It's a. I don't know about a man with a ponytail. I don't think I've ever seen it ever work out for any man ever. I can't even think of anybody. Nope. Yeah, he just had surgery too. What's up with that? Hold on a second here. Why isn't the arm in a sling or something? Like, didn't he have a shoulder surgery? Because it would even be hard to get your shirt and stuff on. let alone drive right now, right? Like, because isn't that's the arm? What? Hey, Seth, how you driving? What kind of surgery did you have? Was it minimal? It must have been minimal. I mean, because me, I can have an eye surgery and walk out the same day and drive a boat. I would do that. I wouldn't drive a boat, but I could. Probably shouldn't because I'd be on, rugs. But he's probably on something. I mean, he said he was only taking Advil or something, so maybe that's what it is. He went to a concert the day. What? He's just living his best life. Well, damn. Rena, sorry. Sometimes I get on my high horse. I get a little funny when I'm up there. But man, you love vanilla. I love vanilla. Clean linen, me too. And eucalyptus. I love all that stuff too. Couldn't drive for 6 weeks after shoulder surgery. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, hold on a second. Because I mean, your shoulder, when this gets worked on, it's a lot. I mean, but he said it was his back or something too. Like, if you told me this man had surgery on his back or neck, I think it was a C4 or C5, I would tell you not a day in your life. This guy looks like he belongs on a boat commercial. Riding off into the sunset. Maybe. Tony Mathis. Maybe. I think I have a sandalwood candle actually in my room. I think I burned it like once and then I didn't burn it anymore. Does anybody have candles they don't burn? You just look at them? Because I do. I feel like my mother. I turned into my mother. I turned into my mother. I really did. I've turned into her. She used to do the same thing, and I always wondered why. I'm like, why don't you just burn the candle? Your friend got it for you. Your mom got it for you, like grandma or something. And my mom would say, no, they're too pretty to burn. And then she would say, when I was like older, she's like, they're too expensive to burn. Too pretty, too expensive. Okay, don't burn them. And now I'm doing it. I'm like, and leaving the prices on crap. Leaving the prices on stuff. You can come in my house, it looks like a dang showroom. You could just pick up the price. You could probably buy it right off the showroom floor, really. Sometimes we have a dog on the couch and it does look like a Lazy Boy commercial out there. Oh, Reno, boy, then you better get comfortable. I was on one the other day. I was laughing. I was making everyone laugh. Yeah, there's a couple that are off limits. AR, me too. Vincent's off limits. I get someone if I ever got to him. But but the last few days I've just been like staring at my cat. He's probably thinking I'm going nuts. I've just been staring at him. He looks like he's still feeling better, like he's on the mend, but he's just so damn old. I'm just like, and he's just like looking at me like, if you want to talk about my animals, yeah, he's my cat. That's how me and my cat's lives have been going over the last few days. I told you guys on the members only, he wasn't feeling good. He's been on the mend though. He was dry within 4 days of neck surgery. Man, see, Jenna, that sounds like me. Like, when can we do this and what's the fastest way we can do this? That's how I usually was. It's to the point where I have surgeries now and it doesn't even take me out for a day. Like, I'm back. I think I was probably back that night doing lives the day of my surgery. Can't remember. I know I had an eye patch on. I just put that bad boy on. Didn't even care. Got some new ones. Oh, good. No candles? You have 8 cats. Oh, Linda. Ooh. Yeah. They could probably get their tail burnt or they would knock it off. But I can see my cat burning his tail. Oil warmers. That's probably why I forget to burn out my candles. I have a candle warmer out in our we got this big like wooden table thing. And it sits like with like a round mirror and stuff. And like we have a little candle warmer on there. And it works really good. It's like has a timer. You like the wax melts? They have a thing where you can get one big wax melt, like at Yankee Candle. My brother got me one of those for Christmas. I think it was a present my sister-in-law got from work and didn't want or something, one of those like elephant gifts, because who wants to buy the big wax pod that goes in it? Like it's like takes a certain pod and it's a thing, it's a thing to do. So we bought one wax melt and we've never melted it for that thing. Yes. I should get like a spray, like a room spray. That smells like a good idea, actually. Yeah, oil diffusers. They are. I have a couple of those. I have one in here. I have all the smells, and then I have one in our bedroom that's like a little wooden one. And then I just have like the little Glade things, in the walls, because 2 dogs and a cat in an apartment, they can start to smell. Oh, that's my other dog. I think she wants in. Hold on one second. I'll grab her real quick. I just realized I heard her. Oh, do you want to come in too? Okay, just since I'm getting ready to get off, you come in too. Yeah, look at you go. Look at you. Look at that. Yeah, she growls, doesn't she? I don't know why she does that. Well, you can't see the other one. She's too short. We put it on the desk. Look, let's put it on the desk. Oh, she ran. Oh, she's laying on the floor now. But you can't really see her. She's like hiding. She's like got her head down almost. Put this back up. I think it's because I'm moving the desk. Sorry, I'm moving you guys around a little bit. But I think that's all I have for you guys. Dogs are better than cats? No, not in this house. The cat runs the show in this house. And I don't know how these two were going to act at one day when, Rocky's no longer here to run the show, because he really does. He set the mark early, on the first day that we got Araya, she was bit within 5 minutes. She come in like a hurricane, saw the cat and was tried to run up to the cat. Cat was like, bit her. And then she was bleeding everywhere. I was like, oh my Lord. It was so bad. It was in her ear. And then she bit Mia too. And Mia was a puppy when she bit her. So the cat was bigger than the dog. So Mia's always been, she won't even go around him. She'll walk way around him, and it's really funny. And then the other dog plays with the cat. They're really cute together. But I have to tell her now, don't play with them too much, because I don't want her to get them too hyped up. Which guy? JB? Did he cat curse you? Oh, your kids are your kids highly allergic to cats. That man. That kind of sucks, because cats are so much easier than dogs. They just are. Cats are more independent. They are. They really are. They are more independent. These two, this one, she's sleeping right now. She growls at everything. We walked out of our apartment yesterday, and there were 2 people, and I don't know the correct terminology, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they were shorter people, short people. And I don't know if they live here or not. We've never seen them before, but our dog, the gray one, she's 80 pounds, and she's as tall. She's taller than me and Vincent. So she's 6 foot on her back legs. She's taller than us on her back legs. She starts barking like crazy at these people. She's like, and I'm like, Mia, stop, please. And she just wouldn't. We literally had to take her around the corner and hide her from these people. I was like, oh my Lord, you are so embarrassing, Mia. On her legs, she was probably their same, you know what I mean? She would have been nose level with them. I'm like, why are you so scared, Mia? Why are you the one barking? They should be scared of you. You're the crazy one. They're just walking. They're just walking, they're just taking a nightly stroll, and there comes my dog being that one, that one, the one that, you're like embarrassed. You know that one you're embarrassed of. You're like, oh gosh, don't let people see her. Yeah, that's this dog. And then because when this dog starts to bark, this dog takes reaction. So she wants to fight. So she'll come out of nowhere. Like it was probably me, maybe. Maybe it's because I did see them at people at first. And if I see anybody, or especially if I see anybody when I have my dogs out, I get like this anxiety, like this, like almost because I'm afraid they're gonna have a dog. And I'm afraid my dog is going to see their dog. And then there's going to be a dog fight because we've had 2 dog fights with the brown one. She's retired now, but don't mess with her. Those dogs got off their chain and got near her. She was like, she grew up on the streets of Columbus for 3 years before we got her. So she's our bad dog. But she's my baby. She needs me the most. She needs me the most. They growl at you everywhere you go, Billy. I think my dog just picked up on my anxiety, and then she like spoke out. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I didn't mean for that to happen. It was just I saw people, and I thought I assumed I would have saw a dog. Just it's I don't know. It's not a spot where people really walk very often. Oh, 2 senior cats. Your daughter is so strong to be able to do that. To know that, you know what I mean? Because you know you're not going to be able to like have them for as long. That's so nice. I don't live in Georgia. I live in Ohio. I like to live in Georgia. If I have an accent, it's like, I don't know where I got it. I got it from, I was born in Philadelphia, raised Philadelphia, like a little bit. My mom and dad taught us like how to speak out, like out there, like the same accent, like when we say our words, our parents would correct us. But yeah, I'm saying, so if that's what it is. If I lived in Georgia, actually, I'd be with like, where's Nancy Grace? That's what I'd say. She lives in Georgia. That'd be fun though. I didn't. Someone left 2 rubber duckies on Chief's what? I'm not covering the like the Karen Reed trial, but I really wouldn't mind covering the shenanigans around it because it is pretty funny. Someone left rubber duckies on someone's car. Oh my gosh. And they got a police guy. Oh my gosh, they got like actually 2 search warrants because someone left 2 rubber duckies on 2 Jeeps. Oh my Lord of mercy. They allegedly picked up the rubber duckies with tweezers and put them in evidence bags. The investigation of John O'Keefe, man. They put the evidence in red Solo cups, yeah, and shopping bags. It's true. That's what I heard. Oh my Lord. We could have. Oh, they're allergic to man. I'm not allergic. I don't think I hope that's not why Vincent's been feeling so bad the last forever. Because he's like always talking about how he feels like he has a cold. Thank you. Just Debbie, it's the stuff I use. I use this tanning lotion. It's for like outside and it's called Maui Babe. I'll tell everybody about it. They should give me a sponsorship at this point. But you only need it on for like a half hour. I only lay out at the pool for an hour, maybe like a few days a week. And I'm super dark. I mean, even when I was on my call with my doctor today, she's like, oh, wow, you got really dark. I'm like, I'm not out there very long. Aries, me too. That's funny. That's funny. Incluminati. Man, she really done messed up. Man. I mean, words hurt. Words hurt. They really do. I mean, I know if somebody called me some words, I mean, and I'm sensitive, I mean, that would hurt my feelings. I couldn't be, I'm not strong enough to have like an actual word be named after my race or something. Do you know what I mean? And then say it. Like I couldn't imagine that because I'm a white girl, I can't really relate. That's what sucks. But but what I can relate with is how they feel. And my first boyfriend was a black guy. I was, my first little boyfriend, he lived right around the corner from me. He was Corey Offit was his name. The most adorable boy in the whole block. And then my brother married a woman that's half black, half Indian. Beautiful kids. Oh my gosh, those kids are just ridiculously beautiful, beautiful, and perfectly tan all year round. Perfect hair, just perfect everything. Probably because that's probably why I don't have no damn kids. I don't want to compete. Oh man, yeah, don't yeah, just don't bake in it because it'll burn you if you keep it on. I don't think it would anyway. You only need it on for like a half hour, and then you can just jump in the pool and wash it off. Just wash it off on your hands after you get it on because it does leave like a, I don't know, like a bronzy tint to you, but it's not like if you're pale, it's not going to make you look orange. I don't think. Exactly right, Aries. Right. Well, now I'm dating an Asian guy, half Japanese, half Italian. Talk about handsome. Talk about good-looking kids if we ever had them. Right here. Right here. See, Aries likes the Japanese too. Japanese women are so beautiful. They have like porcelain skin. They all do. Like all of Asian women do, I feel like. They all have the porcelain type of skin. And I know Japanese women are, I don't know if all of them, but I know the ones that I've met, which have been like a pretty good amount actually, they don't grow hair like at all. No arm hair, no leg hair. I'm like, say what? I knew a lady, she was 67, I think. She had never shaved before or something. She's like, I've never had to. I'm like, what? As a woman, that was like big, I was like, man. Billy. I like those candles that smell like sour milk combined with fresh flower smell. Oh, thanks, Mr. Rosebud. That's sweet. Hey, well, I could find you one from Moldova. We can bring her back. Take that, Merca. Harry said. That's funny. See, that's funny. Now that's funny. But yeah, man. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna look. She's standing by the door because she growled at her. She doesn't even know what she's growling at. Look, she's looking like, what did I do? Hey, did you growl at your sister? Or your dad home? Oh no, her eyes are huge, like saucers right now. Like she's like, I didn't do anything. They're definitely sisters. They definitely act like siblings. I've never seen two dogs act like siblings. They will look at each other and then they'll both go do something bad. Or they'll tell on each other. Like one will come up to tell on the other. Other one's getting in trash or something they shouldn't be doing. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I do appreciate it. That wasn't Stephen Crabtree's boat. I'm not sure whose boat that was at the end of there with Seth. So I'm curious to know. Oh, I was going to look this up. Where it was Sumner County. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the park. Oh, I'll look into it. I was wanting to see how far that park was from their home. Maybe I can look it up really fast. Would be Hendersonville. Do they have one there? Yeah, they do. I was just checking to see if it was where the park was, but oh, there goes the dog. So I'm gonna jump off here because you're gonna hear little dog paws everywhere. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I appreciate it. We're gonna go off there in a minute. The balls get me. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for talking to me for a little bit after the live. Thanks for coming to the live. And we will start Preston Lord probably tomorrow. And then as we're doing Preston, I might just go back and maybe we'll do some of Sarah's, more of Sarah Boone's letters to the judge, because there's a lot of them. And her last one is this 53-page one. So that's a big one. But thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video for engagement, all those things. And I'll see you guys on our next live.